Obviously, it's very challenging in lockdown, as everybody knows, around the world. But, nothing suppresses the Israeli spirit. Here in Israel, we've seen some beautiful expressions of joy for Independence Day. We've seen an Israeli Air Force flying over the hospitals where people are suffering from the coronavirus. We've seen people coming together to sing the Hatikvah on balconies. We've seen stay-at-home Independence Day parties. And at Stand With Us, we've seen expressions of love and support pouring in from around the world. We made a video of people singing Happy Birthday to Israel in multiple languages. We received in very short time video submissions from Brazil, Papua New Guinea, Russia, Spain, Canada, Finland, and many others. So it's definitely true that the situation is concerning in general, but there certainly is this Independence Day a mood of positivity, excitement, and celebration, as you'd expect in Israel this time of year.
And always incredible to see how people make use of technology to unite when they have to. Now, Michael, Stand With Us Israel is instrumental in fighting anti-Semitism. So talk to us about some of the rhetoric you've been seeing in recent weeks, specifically linked to the coronavirus pandemic.
Yes, there's no doubt that during this pandemic we've seen anti-Semitism flare up. That's why the work of Stand With Us is so important. Anti-Semitism is the world's oldest virus. Unfortunately, it's a virus that is never going to go away. And we've seen some egregious examples of anti-Semitism. In the United States, we've seen David Duke saying that coronavirus is, quote, the Israel and the Zionist conspiracy up to their old tricks. Turkish TV said that Jews were behind the coronavirus in a bid for world domination. There was a far-left Spanish website blaming COVID-19 on the Zionist elite. So blaming Jews for viruses is something that dates back to the 14th century. Back then, Jews were accused of spreading the Black Plague by poisoning the wells. And indeed, Nazi ideology often portrayed Jews as a disease. So it's important to call this out where we see it, to take a stand against it. At Stand With Us, we've got the Center for Combating Anti-Semitism. We produce educational resources so people can understand what anti-Semitism is. And through our Sadov Legal Department, we encourage people to report anti-Semitic hate. They can even be given reward money for it, leading to the arrest and conviction of perpetrators when it comes to hate crimes against Jews or their property. So at these times, the work of Stand With Us is ever important, and we need to be vigilant in fighting against anti-Semitism.
And Michael, how has the coronavirus actually challenged or even changed the way your organization has been able to work at this time?
Yeah, as a non-profit reliant on charitable support donations, as with everyone, this has been challenging, and we're grateful to all the people that support us, even at this time, and especially at this time when we're working harder than ever. We've developed innovative new ways of working. We're trying to work without missing a beat. So our Stand With Us educators and experts are pivoting to offer online educational programming. We've moved our high school programs and our campus programs online as well. We've made our linked middle school curriculum available for free so that students can learn about Israel at home. And since the beginning of the pandemic, our social media platforms have reached over 28 million people, with 100,000 people tuning into our Stand With Us Connect educational webinars. So virus or no virus, Stand With Us is continuing to empower the next generation with education and inspiration to stand up against anti-Semitism and to support Israel around the world.
And finally, Michael, you've obviously seen the country overcome many challenges and obstacles in the past. What kind of message do you have for Israelis on this very unusual Independence Day?
Well, we're part of a global pandemic. We're all in the same boat. I think Israelis have come back in their droves if they were abroad, because they understand that this is a great place to be, even in the worst of situations. And as you say, we've overcome terrorism, we've overcome wars, rocket attacks, stabbing intifadas. We will overcome this as well. And how blessed are we on this Independence Day to live in a reborn Jewish state? Our ancestors could only have dreamed of doing so. So the modern, flourishing Israel has got a great future ahead of it. I can't wait to see what happens next.
Thank you so much. Michael Dickson, the